Before we get started, I just want y'all to know that if you see me making a Xenoblade 3 and Tales of Arise comparison video, just don't be surprised, okay? First off, as per usual, I want to thank you guys for being super cool about everything that's been going on this past month. I really planned on building up a backlog, getting everything taken care of, but with the twin powers of Dragon Con, a lot of very tragic family stuff, and just in general trying to buy a house, it's been a lot. And once again, you guys are always super cool and super nice, and thank you for being so patient. Now, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK. I am a writer, a voice actress, and your resident lunatic. And today, we are watching the final episode of Good Omens, and I have had a lot of time to think about this show. Life recently has been quite a bit of hurry up and wait. I've been alone with my thoughts a little more than I'd like to be. I said before that Good Omens has a lot of very complex themes that I can't quite verbalize, and now that I think about it, I don't think they're supposed to be. They're supposed to speak to you on a level of understanding that you just kind of have, being someone who lives in the world in modern times. Now, in our last episode, the main cast, Anathema and Newton, Aziraphale and Crowley, and all of the kids are kind of gearing up for the final showdown. And I don't know if this is really going to culminate in a battle of any kind. It honestly just seems to be a race against time. And sometimes time is your greatest enemy. And I've been seeing that theme throughout the show. Aziraphale and Crowley have had all the time in the world, and now they have none. These kids don't really have a firm grip on the world because they haven't spent much time in it, compared to, say, Newton and Anathema, who have spent all their time kind of wrapped up in their own worlds, just trying to be the best kind of people they can be with all of these expectations put on them, or in Newton's case, with all of these mistakes he has following him. I imagine he feels quite inadequate in some areas because he can't seem to use a computer without blowing it up. And then you have the Witchfinder General and Madam... I'm just gonna call her Madam because for some reason her name escapes me. But they have lived in this world a lot longer than any of the other human characters, and they seem to just sort of accept the weirdness in their life. I hate to say this, but when you're that old, when weird things happen, it's just kind of like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, if it'll help, let's do it. You know, when you get to be my age, you think a lot about time, you wondered if you've wasted it, and you can never really tell. Now, fair warning, I'm probably going to get quite philosophical as a lot of things have happened in the last couple of weeks to make me feel very existential. And if you've been following my updates on the community tab and on Patreon, you already know why. I'm not really going to go into it. The fact of the matter is that this show is kind of intrinsically tied to human existence. The people who wrote this book, Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, seem to understand people on a fundamental level that you can only get when you work food service. This story shows an understanding of people that a lot of books these days, because you have to keep producing at such a high level, don't really get or can't get, because it is physically impossible to refine a story this much these days. Now, I could go into a full-on tirade on how binge watching is slowly destroying entertainment TV as we know it, but that's neither here nor there. But what I am most concerned about is that stories like this that understand the people and the people that they are for are becoming few and far between, because I've noticed, especially if you've watched any of my TikTok videos, that most of these shows aren't being created to tell a story. They are being created to sell to a fandom or to sell shock value, which, I mean, shock value has its own merits. I actually don't mind it as much as the average person, but the fact of the matter is, I am not sure if we will see another show like this in the future. And if we do, it will be 1 out of a million. I really hope, and I say this in almost every one of my videos when I talk about adult animation, this show will start a trend of stories that are a bit more refined, that people can take a harder look at, because when you see what happened with HBO Max and you see what's happening with Netflix's animation department, people are physically trying to dismantle the animation industry. I really hope that this leads to something better. It needs to, or we're kind of SOL. Now, I realize what I just said might have been terribly depressing, and I apologize about that. So, we're gonna go ahead and put on our headphones and commence with the drama, my friends. Okay, so this is it. This is the last episode. And they all look... Oh, Esther's not thrilled. And this is a general of some kind. Oh, okay. Whoa, when did they bring him in? I'm missing something. I feel like I've missed something. Sorry, I know I keep looking off to the side, but after what happened with Yuri on Ice, I'm like real paranoid. So the victim is the prosecutor. Okay.
But we built this place for you specially.
That was fast. Oh, the sound mixing is getting me. One thing about Amazon shows, the sound mixing is not great. The buzz of the flies is like, ugh. Okay, so here we go. Flaming car with Queen that I'm also going to have to edit the audio out of, but it's fine.
You would get that sort of performance from a modern car.
No, you would not. Actually, I firmly believe that you would not. Fuck Tesla. Aziraphale is maximum granddad energy. He really is. Ah, yes, the MP that's having an awful day. You're about to lose all of your jobs. Well, there goes the car. And probably the book as well. Actually, a commenter pointed out when I released episode 5 that the prophecies are actually not in order. That is never mentioned in the show. So both Aziraphale and Crowley lose something precious to them.
Something. I am having a...
I've had a really, really bad day!
Can't expect me to do the...
Actually, yes he can. Oh, that poor man. Just trying to do his damn job. He's just back at his mom's house. His mom's like, you didn't tell me you were visiting.
I was kick butt for heaven's sake. Oh.
I will say, David Tennant is perfect. Yep, see, I told you, he finds him annoying too.
Don't blame me if your son starts waddling.
I don't like that foreshadowing. I need you to cease and desist that. I'm not dealing with this intro. Sorry, it's so long. Skip intro. Like, I understand it's symbolic, but ugh, come on. Interesting how the kids are color-coded. Oh, I almost forgot about these two.
And everything depends on one small boy.
And he seems pretty chill about it, honestly. All right, do your explodey computer thing.
They're saying it's the end of the world.
Yes, I got that.
Yeah, no, it's pretty clear.
I didn't ask for it to begin.
He didn't ask for any of this.
Can't just shoot children!
Tracy, that's her name. I can't do it.
Let you do it.
Yeah.
I was in my bookshop.
Okay, no. Oh, thank you. And I'm clothed. Cool. You can have this back.
There's no handy little red wire to cut to stop the countdown.
You're the red wire, Newton.
I think it's about me.
Alright. I've broken every computer I've...
It was time to decide who your friends were. And Adam had.
Okay. War is just kind of fucking around.
War is just masculine imperialism executed on a global stage.
I mean, Pepper ain't afraid of shit. I was about to say, Pepper ain't afraid of shit. That's an angry little child.
Say what you believe, Pepper.
I believe you a bitch.
I believe in peace, bitch.
Love it. There goes the crown.
I believe in food and a healthy life.
Yep, see, there we go. Oh, really? Get him, dog. Get his ass. Famine still has balls? There go the scales. But they can't defeat death. Like I said, out of all of the 4 horsemen, death is the inevitable one. Yeah, I was about to say, this is kind of a terrible motivational speech. Huh? Kill the computers! This seems too easy.
You cannot destroy me. That would destroy the world.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Cheek.
Pepper ain't afraid of shit!
Like I've always said.
Oh, it isn't over.
No.
Both heaven and hell still want their war.
Yeah.
Oh, your friends got together and saved the world. Well done.
Well done. Let's go out for cake. Oh, he did have it. Uh-oh. Your faces wisely. Yeah, he's not just a demon. He's the demon. You don't have to explain that much.
Hey Adam. Hi Pepper. Hi you two.
She doesn't remember the other two's names.
My boyfriend here did the tricky bit.
Aw, I hate that I find that cute.
Another deluded victim of the patriarchy.
All right, Pepper, relax. Oh, Gabriel's not happy, and neither is Beelzebub. Now this is the hard part.
Crowley, the traitor.
Oof, not great.
Armageddon must restart.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to restart the end of the world.
Now, boy.
You shouldn't have said that. The badly stuffed fly head on my head says so. Yeah, this kid's not gonna go for that. You have an all-powerful child who doesn't understand the conflict. He's gonna be like, fuck you.
Don't you want to rule the world?
Not really.
I've got all the world I want.
I like it here. Have we thought that maybe this is a part of the Great Plan?
Turn, there shall be a world and it shall
Yeah, Crowley's like, wait a minute.
Is that the ineffable plan as well?
Ooh. Crowley's like, wait. These beings do not have imaginations, so keep talking.
Where have you been?
I'm Since when? Almost every religious denomination I've seen always says that God has a sense of humor, which I'm not sure how I feel about, but you know, whatever. Hi.
You're a disobedient little brat.
Yes, I'm used to that.
Is not happy.
No, I imagine he's not. Yeah, I imagine. Get the children!
Who out of Babylon is gonna have to get past me?
She really does have a degradation king. It is a personal slight against him. Choose your faces wisely. What did he mean by that?
Or I'll never talk to you again.
Well, I can't let that happen. Oh, so we're in the metaverse. No, the actual devil. No, you're just a boy. You get to make choices. You get to do things. You get to change. Oh, time stopped. Okay. You can literally imagine that you were never the Antichrist in the first place, and that it's a concept that doesn't exist. It's giving How to Train Your Dragon. I'm not the father. I'm not the father. I'm the father who stepped up. Get him. Get his ass. I wonder if that's a reference to something.
What exactly is going on?
I just saw a giant plume of smoke that was once a thing with lots of horns.
If we'd been at all competent.
Honestly, yes. Oh.
Could have.
But seems a little weird. He's back! Can you still tell her? I hope you could still tell her. You were just trying to do your job, man! Oh, they have to wait for the bus back.
Stay at my place. If you like.
We can smash. Sorry, I got really excited there for a second. Yes, stay with him. They don't like y'all already. Come on. You could go back to his place, and you could cuddle, and you could have waffles in the morning, and it'll be beautiful. They switch, don't they?
Adam had rebooted reality.
Have you tried turning off the world and turning it back on again? I'm guessing those are books children often like to read in, like, UK schools. Aww, and he gets his car back. It's not quite painted the way it was before, but he's nice enough to still get in the Uber he ordered. But how is poor Adam?
Can you explain it to me?
Not really. She loves her son so much. She has no idea that she's literally raised a hellion. Oh, no, it's cute and I hate it. Oh my god, she's so pretty. It's a Superman reference. Oh, they retouched the pillow.
Did we save the world yesterday?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, at least for the time being. I imagine that the trumpets won't sound for another 80 years as long as Adam's alive. Possibly longer. I mean, probably longer. They did discorporate the entire devil. Lots of Queen that I'm once again probably going to have to edit out. Lots of glamour shots of London, I will say, which isn't a bad thing. I've never been. My parents have been several times though. Oh, that's always the excuse. Who are those two supposed to be?
Do you understand what happened yesterday?
Not particularly. Help! 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 Oh! Jeez!
He's on his way.
He's on his way.
Gabriel is like every shitty salesman I've ever worked with. I used to work in sales. Long story short, I quit.
A crime I saw with my own eye.
Because it was your eyes that were burned out. Crowley gets a trial. Aziraphale gets tied to a chair. Holy water. This is why I think Crowley and Aziraphale have switched places. Let's see how things turn out. And there's Michael. I'm sorry. Michael looks cool. I like her. I'm not gonna lie. I will say the shirt's a little bit ugly though. Oh, it's rabbit ears. Oh, it keeps pouring because it's a miracle. I got it. Sorry, General. I suppose he's reading a lot up on demonology these days. Oh. Come on, come eat with me. Eat with her, dude, come on. Don't be a bitch. Not sure how I feel about this camera focusing on him for so long and the choir. For some reason, I feel scared. Seems nice, though. Once again, I don't know why I'm scared. I like how it shows him crossing the line, though. Take the box, please.
Mr. Bychance nearly came down himself, but he doesn't travel well these days.
I don't know who that is. Yeah. Oh, more prophecies. I bet you don't. That box ain't got shit in it. I don't think it's gonna be what he thinks it's gonna be. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Another gold coin. Oh, she said turn that coin in as soon as possible.
The world find out the truth about you and Mistress Spidden of the Council Town Planning Department.
Oh, that was very specific. It's more prophecies, isn't it? She was kind of hoping it was over. She was really hoping it was over. Come with me out of London. Go with her.
I'm the only witchfinder left.
Oh, that was super fucking cute. Oh, come on, dude. That was cute. That was smooth as hell. Come on. Do it.
How many nipples have you got, Jezebel?
Dick? Oh. I was about to be like, wait, that was a... Listen, you have put me through a lot of stress. What happened to his vest? That wasn't there before. I don't remember, at least. Into the flame. Go on. Go on. Psst, psst.
Shut your stupid mouth and dial.
I do not care. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
It may be worse than we thought.
Yes. It is officially worse than you thought. Knock over that bathtub, buddy. Mizuma's like calculating. I don't think that's possible.
I came to bring back the. Oh, Lord.
Oh God.
Dude, do a quick miracle. Will you need a bathtub?
Sure.
If I were to be left alone in future, don't you?
Yeah, sure. Reluctantly.
Think of it this way. Do you want to be a descendant all your life?
I don't know. I have to pick out some of the economic ones, you know? Because you are rich. And then watch her, like, deliver it to somebody else.
Years and years, I expect.
Oh, the poor baby.
I'd have to chase you to catch you, and I'd have to leave the garden.
I'd have to go, and that would just be a shame.
Run away.
He still has some of his power. Okay.
There would be other summers, but there would never be one like this. Not ever again.
No, and I think that's a good thing. His father don't give a shit. Yep.
And made the Archangel Michael miracle me a towel.
Oh, he's so excited.
They'll leave it alone. For a bit.
Maybe a few hundred years.
Heaven and hell against humanity.
Yes. Like every JRPG. Crowley wants a JRPG. Crowley wants to play Persona 5. Crowley for Persona 5, damn it. And they finally get to live the life they want. That's a nice little ending. My parents love restaurants with piano playing. Almost every restaurant we go to is like that.
Just enough of a bastard to be worth me.
Yeah. Aziraphale is a lot more selfish than he wants to admit, but it's fine. Crowley understands selfishness. Aww. They deserve it! They deserve it! And he's like, what, wait, when did this become about me? So I'll admit that final episode went just a little too quickly for me. I would have preferred it if they had just done 2 episodes, but I imagine that, you know, either Amazon couldn't afford it or wouldn't let them. That's fine, I'll overlook it, but I was wrong in thinking that the 6th episode would be the climax of the show. And I do kind of like the wrap up. It is sort of giving JRPG. I'm not gonna lie, it is somewhat giving the end of Persona 5. It's a common theme in Japanese stories outside of anime and video games, and it's also quite popular in African storytelling as well. See Anansi for anything about that. It seems like Good Omens asks us 2 questions. What will you do with the time you have left? And who will you spend it with? Now, these are intensely personal questions because as a human being, you will never know how much time you have left. There are people who don't get the privilege of growing old, and then there are some people who perhaps get a little too much. And it is very important to remember there is no such thing as time wasted. There's a part of me that disagrees with that because I grew up in grind culture. You work hard, you play hard. I used to idolize Bruce Lee, who once said, "I'll rest when I'm dead." I now take regular medication, so there's that. I struggle with not being able to find the time to do what I want to do, and if I do what I want to do, I feel like I haven't done enough. Like I said, it's a very intensely personal question, one that you don't have to answer out loud, one that I'm probably not going to answer out loud. Crowley and Aziraphale had all the time in the world, and then they didn't. And I said this in the beginning of the episode. There is no such thing as time wasted, but at the same time, there will never be enough time. There will always be something you forgot or something that got left behind. However, that is the nature of change. Some things are supposed to be left behind. Some decisions are meant to be made. There are some outcomes you will never experience, and that is neither a good or a bad thing. It is just a truth of the world. You know, considering everything that's happened this month, saying that is quite poignant, to be honest, because there are a lot of people who never got enough time. I really like this story compared to other apocalypse narratives because there is no good or bad guy. Everyone was just doing what they were supposed to do. There will be no survivors. There will be no plucky adventurers during the zombie apocalypse. There ain't gonna be none of that. But there is always something that will exist after the end. We don't know what that is. and we will never know what that is, and it's probably better that we don't. This story is really unexpected, and I don't quite know how to verbalize what I mean by that. It is very thought-provoking in the fact that, there really are a lot of things beyond human understanding. There will be a lot of things that we will just never know about the universe, and that is both a hopeful and intensely terrifying thought. The fact that there are so many things going on around us that shape and affect our lives, but we will never know. Woo! It's a lot, because we all like to believe that we have singular control over our lives, but that's not always true, and it will never be always true. But yeah, this is a very thought-provoking story, one that I probably would have preferred to read over the story, and well, like I said, I did read it, but I was very drunk and very depressed. I don't remember any of it. But I think now that I've watched the show, I think I will, and I'll probably add Sandman onto that before I really get into watching it. I am not sure I will watch Sandman on this channel. I thought about it, and I really considered it. Might hit a little too close to home for me. As far as this show goes, I really enjoyed it, but like most streaming shows, the last episode left a bit to be desired. I'm sorry, I know you guys don't like it when I say that. I would say my favorite part of this show was Crowley and Aziraphale's relationship. Crowley might be a little bit of a good person, but that's because he is not as selfish as Aziraphale, who was a little bit of an asshole. There are some times where he could have just a little bit more empathy, but Crowley has that. He understands how humans feel because he spends so much time tempting them. Aziraphale spends a lot of time defending them. There would be some emotions associated with temptation that he wouldn't be able to understand. I like that the relationship is a little bit unequal at times. I like that they're both a little bit demanding of each other in a way that can be seen as invasive or maybe even a little bit overbearing, and I like that their relationship is not perfect. That's one of the reasons people don't like ham-fisted romance plots. The relationships seem perfect right off the bat, and the only reason they argue is because they miscommunicate. That's another rant for another day. I like how genuine their relationship is, and I really love the chemistry between the two actors. Now, with that being said, my least favorite part of the show, I'm having a hard time deciding between Newton and Anathema and Mr. Shadwell and Madame Tracy. And I think I'm gonna pick Mr. Shadwell and Madame Tracy because I feel like their roles weren't as well executed as they were probably in the book. I don't know. It just doesn't feel complete to me, and I know there's probably a reason for that. I liked Newton and Anathema individually as characters, but as a couple, I like Madame Tracy, but Mr. Shadwell, not so much. I would say Crowley and Aziraphale, the crown jewel of this show. The amount of humanity this show had. Humans aren't, in most philosophies, good or evil. They just make good decisions and bad decisions, and oftentimes those bad decisions harm a lot of people in the long run. So humans are unpredictable creatures that make decisions, and a lot of times those decisions don't make sense. And I appreciate that that is not considered a good or a bad thing. Now that was a lot. Great show. I would recommend it to anybody who loves Neil Gaiman or for anybody who's seen Coraline. I would absolutely recommend it. Now, I don't know when I'm going to continue Yuri on Ice, but I'm gonna do it. Don't know when though. The next series that's coming up is Saint Seiya. I know that is a vast change from what I've been watching, but I've been seeing the remake of it. I haven't watched an anime fully on this channel yet, and I would really like to, although I'm not sure if you can count it as anime. Please like if you like this video. Please subscribe if you really like this video and would like to see more. You can find me on Patreon if you would like to support the channel, where I release full uncut reactions every day before I post them on YouTube. So every Tuesday and Thursday, if I'm posting twice a week. Right now it's only once a week. I am going to be slowly shifting my content soon, so keep an eye out for that. You can find me on every piece of social media, Tumblr, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, but mostly Tumblr and TikTok, because fuck Twitter. And with that being said, thank you for watching this with me, and thank you for watching. Stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating.